Dani knew she was sunk. The thought of a baby taken from her mother, cruelly and unfairly if Molly had been wrongly convicted, broke down her resolve. "What happened to her daughter?" she asked, knowing she was only digging a deeper hole for herself. "I tried to get custody, but the father fought me. You know how it is. Blood rules. Although, if I'm really honest with myself, I didn't push too hard. I had just finished college when she was born, barely able to take care of myself, much less a baby. And I resented Molly for putting me in this spot." Donna reached into her bag once more and pulled out her wallet, opened it, and retrieved a picture. She handed it over to Dani. "This is Sophie. She'll be 12 soon." An angelic-faced child with straight blonde hair brushing her shoulders and eyes the color of creme de menthe. It looked to be a school photo. Sophie sat erect in front of a generic blue background, her hands clasped in her lap. "Do you get to see your niece?" Donna nodded. "Once in a while. If there's something special in our family, Finn will let me take her." "Finn?" "He's the father." Donna looked away from Dani and fixed her eyes on the diplomas hanging on the wall. When she finally turned back, she said, "He testified against Molly at her trial. I've never forgiven him for that." Dani wondered if it was Finn she wouldn't forgive, or herself, for not believing in her sister's innocence for so long. She'd seen so much anger in her job, anger at the lawyers, the judge, the victim, the defendant's own family, her friends. Almost always it was misdirected. The prisoners were really angry at themselves, even when it wasn't deserved. "He's married now," Donna continued. "Has a son with his wife, Kim. That's her name. She tries to be a good mother to Sophie, I suppose, but—" "Yes?" "But her son is her son, and it's clear she treats Sophie differently." Dani glanced at her watch. She'd allotted 30 minutes for Donna, and they were going on an hour. She wanted to reassure this woman who was so clearly in pain that everything would work out for Molly, even when it was likely it wouldn't. She'd felt this need since childhood, to try to fix things for others, to make them feel better. That's why she entered college expecting to work toward becoming a psychologist, until events steered her onto another track. "Look, Donna, I can't promise you anything, but I'll talk to our director about Molly's case. I have to warn you, though, it's unlikely he'll change his mind." Donna grabbed Dani's hands and squeezed them. "Please, try to convince him. The police homed in on Molly almost immediately and never looked for anyone else. There's something going on. I know there is. Why else would I get those letters?" "Well, it could be from some crackpot. I'll press Bruce on it, I promise. If he okays it, then whatever attorney is assigned will follow up with you." The color drained from Donna's face. "But wouldn't you handle it? I'd want you to be the attorney." "I'm sorry, I'm a capital appeals specialist. Prisoners on death row. But all the attorneys in the office are excellent." "No," Donna said, shaking her head. "Can't you make an exception? I feel comfortable with you. You understand what it means to have a child that needs help, just as I do. And Sophie needs help." Dani sighed. "Let's take it one step at a time. First, let me talk to Bruce about Hip taking the case." "Thank you." "If he gives the go-ahead, we'll need Molly to sign a retainer letter. I assume you've talked to her about this?" Donna stiffened. "Molly doesn't speak to me." Suddenly, the small office filled with silence. Donna stared at her hands, which were folded in her lap, then looked back up at Dani. "At first, when I thought Molly had murdered our parents, I was furious. How could she do this to me?" She shook her head. "I only thought about myself, never about what Molly was going through. Even when I learned she was pregnant, I refused to visit her in prison. In the beginning, she begged me to come, wrote me letter after letter saying she was innocent. I never answered. After I married and had children of my own,